Hello, everybody. Guys, let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can see me real quick because I want to talk to you all before I get into what I need to get into real quick. Please let me know if you can see me. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you had an awesome and safe and productive weekend. I hope that you all, Whitney, hi. Oh, Whitney, baby, I am always very safe. I am extremely safe. And exactly where I am at this moment, it is riddled with CPD. That's Chicago police, just in case anybody didn't know. Oh, I am beyond safe. Trust me. Anytime you all see me, I know y'all be concerned about that, but yeah, I ain't no fool. Trust and believe. Tatiana, hello. Abby, hello. Ambassador for Christ, 1018, hello. Oh, Whitney, you're in Chicago as well. Okay, what side are you on? Are you over east? Are you on the south side, west side? Are you up north? Hello, Mary Coleman. Greetings to you, my dear. I'm happy you all can see me. It's dark, but it's lit up where I am. I'm in an undisclosed location. Y'all know I gotta come with the jokes and the silliness. Lisa, hello. You in Chi-Town as well. Cornelius, hello. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all, my funny bone has been activated. I've been laughing and being silly all day. No, I take that back. I'm lying. Not all day, but partially. I've been silly. Mars, how are you? What's up with you? I ain't been here in a while. Y'all have not seen me. I'm like, let me pop in on them. I need to check up on y'all and see how you all have been behaving yourselves. I hope you all have been being good and staying out of drama and staying out of trouble. Walter, hello. Dale Wolf, hello. Let me make my hellos, y'all, before I start chattering. Okay, Walter, I see you. Mary, you saying is who married? Who are you asking? Are you asking am I married or are you talking to somebody in the chat? I don't know. Walter, you said you are trying. Don't try, my brother. Do. Okay, so I'm looking at two different Marys up here. One is saying, is she married? The other one is saying, yes, I am. So both Marys, are you all talking to each other? Like I'm kind of confused. I don't know who you all are talking to. If you all are talking to each other, that's fine. I'll stay out of that. Whitney is laughing at me. What is this? Is it Fracas? Fracas? Hi, peace and blessings. Harvey. Oh, you in Harvey. Okay. I know exactly where you are. What's this? XX? What is that? Dancex? I'm sorry if I'm asking your name, but you said I'm in college and find ways to see that God wants me to continue pushing because it's hard and I feel so incapable. I appreciate your videos. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Oh, okay. You said, Walter, you said you are playing and you are doing good and acting good. Very good. I hope the rest of you all are on your best behavior. Oh, God, please, y'all, be on your best behavior because God is still handing out judgment. Just to let you all know, all jokes aside, literally all jokes aside, you all definitely need to be cleaning stuff up. Seriously. Because I see it with different people and scenarios every day. Just always try to be the best version of yourself, please. Please. You're not perfect. None of us are perfect. We make our mistakes, but just don't intentionally go out here just to clown. A struggle is one thing, but like the Bible says, is some people, your feet are swift to get into mess and confusion. King Eric, I see you. You said you're not, but you're trying. Try harder, Eric. Try harder. There's no room for excuses, sir. No room. FT, I see you. Yes, I have not been live. I think it's been like 2 weeks or a week, something like that. You all know I gotta be to myself a lot. Yeah, just the whole like social media thing. That's not really something I'm trying to like do all the time. But anyway, guys, let me tell you all. Dustin, I see you. Dustin, I am doing well. I am blessed and highly favored. You guys saw the title. Let me get into it. The title says, You are built from your mistakes and you are valuable. Now, I was going to do two different lives for both of those. I was going to do one live for you being built from your mistakes, and then I was going to do another live talking about your value. Okay. And that's partially because of a request that somebody wanted me to do as far as value goes. But I said, well, I could kill two birds with one stone and just incorporate one with the other. And I could just condense it and do a live on both simultaneously. And so here I am. Anyway, guys, none of you all are in the dark about life. You're not in the dark or confused or not knowledgeable about how life goes. Life is unpredictable sometimes. Things that we did not ask for. And excuse that fire truck. Must be a fire somewhere because they keep passing around. Along with the police. Like the police is everywhere where I am. Like where I'm looking, if I turn my camera, y'all will be like, girl. But anyway, life is unpredictable. Life hands us things that we did not ask for. Things happen to us that we don't expect, that we don't invite, that we don't need. And life is something that is up and down. It's up and down. Whether there are things going on with us that we don't invite in, or whether we put our hands in certain things and we cause the trajectory of certain things in our life based on decisions that we make, that would also determine the outcome of certain things that begin to play out in our life. But one thing that I need to let you all know is that none of you, not one of you that's viewing this live, not one single soul on this earth. I don't care how accomplished they are. I don't care how successful they are. I don't care how anointed someone is. I don't care how intelligent someone is. You can be considered dumb. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor. It does not matter what state you are currently in. Not one single person walking this earth is exempt from making mistakes. Not one of us. And so let me put that out there. Some of you all may feel like, oh, but we already know that. No, but a lot of people, and even some of you, you act like you don't realize this. You act like you don't know. Every single one of us. I don't care if it's somebody you are inspired by, if it's someone that you look up to, your favorite pastor, your favorite first lady, your favorite cousin, your best friend. I don't care who you follow, who you look up to. That person has made many mistakes. And guess what? Here's the news flash. Before it's all said and done, and before we get up out of here, when I say get up out of here, I mean God calls us to glory. We're going to make a whole bunch of more mistakes. We're going to make bad decisions. Sometimes we'll make a decision and think it's a good decision, but when we see the outcome of a decision we made, that's sometimes when we realize, like, yeah, that wasn't it. I shouldn't have done that. I should have probably went right instead of left. I should have went down instead of up. I shouldn't have did that. I should have thought this out, because it's just life. You're learning, and experience is always going to be the best teacher. Now, the ultimate teacher, of course, is Jesus Christ. God is the ultimate guidance. God is the ultimate teacher. But us living our day-to-day life, we are going to make decisions and do things and connect with certain people, and we will make mistakes. Now, the other part of this that I need you all to know is that in the midst of you still trying to come back from certain mistakes that you've made, or if you are currently in a situation where you have already made a mistake, okay, I still need you to understand that it does not mean you are not valuable. A mistake that a lot of people make is that they will believe, not everybody, but a lot of people will believe that when they make a mistake, that they are no longer of value. They are not valuable. I talked to you all about this before. Don't get this confused with people coming from an arrogant spirit talking about top tier and high value. That's a whole nother conversation that we don't need to get into. But you at birth were valuable, even before birth. And the Bible proves this. If you look in the book of Isaiah, if you look in the book of Ephesians, if you look in the book of Matthew, if you look in the book of what else? Matthew, Isaiah, Corinthians. If you read these books of the Bible, God talks about how he loves us. He talks about our value. He talks about how we are precious in his sight. And so the reason, the proof that all of us are valuable is because of the simple fact that Jesus died on the cross for us. If we were not important, if we were not of value, meaning human beings, the human race, Jesus would not have died on that cross. He could have immediately said, these people are not worth it. They're not worth it. They're a mess. Okay? They're disgusting. They are not perfect like me. They're not pure and clean like me. God, I'm wasting my time. Like, I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to get up there on the cross. He could have changed it. But he didn't, because we were valuable to him. When people begin to disobey God and disrespect God and walk away from God, and things got so nasty, so disgusting, so filthy, God had destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, and he repented that he made man. And so when God saw how human beings were cutting up, he had to send a sacrifice, and the sacrifice was his son. And I have to break this thing down because a lot of people, they don't understand this. They don't understand it. They hear the story of Jesus Christ. They may have even read some scriptures, but they don't grasp it. It's not in their mental. It's not in their spiritual being. They don't understand what is the purpose of all of this. What is the purpose? You may wake up every day and say, what is the purpose? Why am I on the earth? Why am I living? Why am I breathing? Why am I even down here? I didn't even ask to come here. This is pointless. What is the purpose? Why do I need to worship and follow God? It's not that God is forcing you to follow him, but Jesus was sent as a living sacrifice, because when that early batch of human beings walked this earth, they really, really rubbed God the wrong way. They were extremely disobedient to God. And so God had to send a sacrifice because God still saw value in human beings. And this is why Jesus has a extremely high standard for how he wants human beings to conduct ourselves. This is why God wants our moral compass intact, in case anybody was confused. This is why God does not want us in confusion. This is why God does not want us in sexual immorality. This is why God does not want us in things that causes us to walk away from him. This is why God extends a lot of grace, a lot of mercy, a lot of patience, and a lot of forgiveness with human beings. Because it's not that he's saying we're exempt from problems. He's not saying we're exempt from troubles. Actually, the Bible tells us that a man's days will be full of trouble. Don't make a mistake about this and think when you log into Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and you see people posting pictures of their money and their cars and their houses and their bodies and their looks, that is what life is about. Because I'm telling you, when it's all said and done, none of what I just named is going to matter. What is going to matter is, what did each one of us do with the time the Lord gave us? Did we spend our life worshiping and focusing and giving the glory to God? That's one thing. But the next thing that you all need to understand is that God found us valuable before we even hit the earth. He saw the value in us. And he lets us know that with him, there is nothing we cannot overcome. He lets us know that, yes, your sins are through the roof. Son, daughter, you've made mistakes. You have deleted people. You have lied. You have spoke curses over people. You have been a glutton. You have lusted. You have committed adultery. You have told lies. You have denounced me. You have done a lot of things you had no business doing. But with me, you can overcome it. With me, I will wipe your slate clean. With me, there is no condemnation. With me, I don't hold against you what you came out of. I'm not holding against you your struggles and your battles. But are you willing to come to me in spirit and in truth and lay your sins on the altar at my feet and tell me, God, I want your help. I am deficient. I need your guidance. I need your love. I need you to put a mantle of strength on me because I am ready to throw in the towel. God never looks at us the way we look at ourselves. God looks at us at a totally different level. He knows who we are in our human nature. He knows what we were predispositioned to do and be. But he also knows who he's destined us to be. He knows who he has created us to be. And so I'm saying all of these things to say that you have indeed been built from your mistakes and that you are indeed valuable. What strips away someone believing that they are valuable? What is the one thing? Hit it in the chat before I tell you the answer. I give you all a few seconds. Think about that. Miss Balance, I see you. Jason, hello. True for All Podcast, I see you, sweetie. You think about, why are there so many people who don't believe that they are valued? They don't believe that they are valuable. They don't believe that they are worthy. They have low self-esteem. They have a very negative, nasty view of themselves. What is the quickest way that someone would get into that state or frame of mind? Okay? Now somebody said sin. Ha! Truth for All Podcast. Thank you, my sister. Now I'm not saying you all saying sin is wrong. That's not a wrong answer. But one of the number one things, Truth for All Podcast, she said it. It's someone else telling you that you are not valuable. If you all look over your life right now and you think about your relationships with boyfriends you've had, girlfriends you've had, an ex-husband, an ex-wife, you may have a current husband or wife or friends. You may have had co-workers. There was something that went on over the course of your life, and someone may have at a certain point told you that you're nothing. Someone at some point told you you would never amount to anything. Someone has sat back in a seat of judgment and they've had a front row seat to all of your trials, all of your tribulations, all of the things that you've gone through and the mistakes you've made and the losses you've taken and the failures you've had. And they've looked you in your face, or they've told somebody else, and that person they told came back and told you, girl, you ain't nothing. Man, you ain't nobody. You a non-factor. Who are you? You're nobody. You're a joke. You're a clown. This is how some of you all have been talked to. And one of the things that people do who have probably told you you are nothing and you are of no value, and they put your mistakes in your face, they always want to remind you of your mistakes. They will do this because they are offended or hurt by something you either did or didn't do. And so when they see things playing out in your life, sometimes it's not God that loses hope for you. They lose hope in you. Sometimes a person can see you go through the same thing for so long where they will say, I don't see her coming out of that. I don't see him coming out of that. He will never be at a certain level. She will never be at a certain level. And if they bold enough to come and tell you that, you will accept that. You will let it take root in you, and you will walk around and believe it. And how do you know that someone believes that they are of no value? Because they walk with their head down. They talk with their head down. They have a lack of confidence. You can esteem someone all day long. You can tell someone they're pretty, they're beautiful, they're handsome, they're intelligent. You can praise somebody under the ground, and they will still get up and not believe that they are of no value, because there is someone in their ear that keeps telling them and reminding them of their mistakes. The most ignorant thing that anybody on this earth can do is really believe that because of mistakes you've made, that determines your value, or it means that your life is over, when in reality it's actually the opposite. How can this is where the ignorance comes in, and this is what I want you all to know. Before you leave this live tonight, I have to teach you something. Tattoo it on your heart, as I always say. The mistake that a lot of people make is believing that you're going to walk through this life without ever making a mistake. I don't care how high your level of values are. I don't care how high your level of standards are. I don't care how great your moral compass is. A lot of us pride ourselves off our moral compass, our standards, our values, the boundaries that we set with our relationships with people, with family members, with friends, whatever the case is. But in actuality, the ignorance comes in when you feel or believe, or you've been deceived into thinking that you will go through this life, your entire life, and not make a mistake. You are going to make countless mistakes. Now, some people intentionally do wrong things. They don't have a conscience. They don't care about what the outcome of it is going to be behind something that they choose to do. Those are dangerous people. Those are the people you want to avoid, that really sees no value in life. They feel like they don't have nothing to lose. It's kind of like somebody that got a life sentence in jail. Some of their attitude is, I could beat somebody up in here. I can harm somebody here because I'm not getting out. I'm going to literally close my eyes and return to dust in this cell, in this prison. And so outside people that's free, they develop that mentality. Those are dangerous people. That's a different kind of spirit. We don't even have to talk about that. But the ignorance comes in and is when you think that you won't make a mistake. But it's the opposite. The man and the woman that you are today, right now at this point, is because you've made some mistakes. You have not done everything right. You have made mistakes as a mother or as a father. I don't care what your mistake was. Whether you didn't tell your children you loved them a lot, whether you didn't discipline your children when you saw your children cut up, and instead of you disciplining them and setting boundaries with your children, you spoiled them. You allowed them to talk back to you. You didn't spend that time emotionally bonding with them because you may have been going through a tough time. You have become a better wife. You have become a better husband because obviously, at some point in your marriage, if you are still married, there were mistakes that you made concerning your spouse. Whether you slept with another person or numerous people, whether you've been lying to your husband or lying to your wife, whether you've been extremely irresponsible with the finances in the household, whether you curse your husband or your wife out and they separated from you and moved in temporarily with a friend or a family member, you have learned as a husband or as a wife, hey, listen, I can't talk to my husband any type of way if I still want my man to come home to me. Hey, listen, I can't put my hands on my wife and sleep with other women and talk crazy to her and jerk off the money that we got to pay bills for and buy the kids clothes and food with because she's going to leave me. These are mistakes that you make as a man or as a woman. You may have made mistakes at your job. You are the worker that comes into work late 3 and 4 times out the week. It may not be intentional, but it's just you dragging because you battling some other stuff. It could be a health issue. It could be you have a drug or a drinking problem and you oversleeping. It could be that it's something mental going on and it's a struggle for you to get out of bed. And there's a track record of you getting fired from every job that you get. This has been your life. Who am I talking to? This has been a consistent pattern in your life where every job that you get, eventually you get fired. 6 months later, 8 months later, 1 year later, 2 years later. You cannot keep employment at the same place because you can't get to work on time. Your mistakes. You have made mistakes in ministry where you have taken advantage of the vessels that God has chosen you to lead. He chose you to pray for these souls, and you fumbled them as a bishop. You fumbled them as a pastor. You fumbled them as a minister. You fumbled them as an apostle. You manipulated the souls to get what you want. You had a money agenda. Your mistakes. You have made mistakes with your friends. You may have been the friend, or you currently may be the friend now who is not that supportive. It may not be intentional, but you are living your life and you don't come to engagements that your friends have. When your friend goes through something, they can't call you and cry on your shoulder. You're not a listening ear. You tune them out. But when you go through something, they are there for you. But you're more self-centered. You may have an attitude that the world revolves around you and your needs. Those are also dangerous types of people where they feel the world revolves around them. They feel like everything that goes on is going to go on the way I want it to go on. And anybody in my pathway that does not talk like me, walk like me, think like me, and do what I do the way that I do it, I'm cutting them off. Your mistakes. However, whatever your mistakes have been, whatever bad decisions you have made, it has made you a better man or a better woman. You have been made aware of an ugly part of yourself, and it has caused you to start looking around. If you want to know the effects of the mistakes you've made, look at how your life is playing out. What is currently going on in your life right now? Do you have a lot of friends left, or are you down to having no friends? Have you cut the friends off, or have a lot of friends abandoned and left you because you had a nasty attitude and because you were not supportive? Every relationship that you've ever had in your life, were you the dumper or the dumpee? Were you getting dumped by somebody, or were you the man or woman that was dumping them? Whatever the case was, it's your mistake. If you know if you tell the truth, because only you and God knows the truth, and the person or the people that was involved in that scenario, they know the truth. They know what you've done. But if you tell the truth, you can say, I did make this mistake. I should have been more supportive. I should have been more aware. I should have been more loving to my wife. Whether it was an ex-wife, or I should have been more loving to my ex-husband. I should have been a better worker. I need to plan out my life better so I can get adequate sleep before I leave out that door, so I can assure that I will get to work on time. I can't keep getting write-ups. I can't keep getting fired. My family is dependent upon me. But if I keep getting fired and all these breaks in between are being taken where no money is coming in, that's an issue. These are my mistakes. But only you know what mistakes you're making. But what I'm saying to you today, this does not mean you are not worthy of a new relationship. This does not mean you are not worthy of love. This does not mean your value is gone. For a temporary moment, your value can be diminished. Sometimes you will go through life and you will go through a season of dishonor. You will be dishonored by certain people. Some, they will dishonor you knowingly and unknowingly, because in ignorance, people will put their mouth on you. A lot of them don't know any better. They don't know God the way you know God. They don't have a prayer life like you. They don't have a prophetic gift or a gift of discernment. So people are comfortable speaking against you and saying certain things about you. However, this does not mean you are not valuable. Your mistakes built you. You are, or I should say, you should be a better man or a better woman because of your mistakes. If you never made any mistakes, that means you would be what they call retarded. Now, don't take that the wrong way, because in a lot of you all's mind, me saying that word, you're taking it to somebody that's mentally disabled. If you look up the definition of retarded, that just means stunted in growth. That's what I mean when I say that. I had a special needs brother that had Down syndrome. So anybody that knows me know I would never put that word or that energy out there. But the definition of that word is more than one definition. And it just pretty much means stunted in growth. So again, if you've never made any mistakes, you have not grown. What have you learned? What can you tell somebody in this life that you live about anything had you not made certain mistakes? How can you, as a mother or father, talk to new mothers or new fathers about what they should do as a parent if you did not make a mistake as a mother or father? Now, I'm about to step on some toes for a quick minute, and I'm okay with it. You can get pissed off. You can unsubscribe. I don't care about that. People do it every day. I'm still here. I'm going to step on some toes. Those without children, you should be silent in trying to judge a parent. Period. I'm not talking about basic things that any human being, whether they have children or not. If you see a child that's being abused, or the parent is on drugs, or they're alcoholic, yeah, you know that that's wrong. And a child should never be in danger. But some of you all, you cross a boundary and you cross a line where you literally will have a full-blown conversation about the type of mother or the type of father you think somebody is when you don't have nan child. What child did you raise? You don't know the stresses of being a mother. You don't know the stresses of being a father. And no, I'm not talking about a child that you literally did not raise from birth. You could take somebody's child or somebody's child live with you and they a teenager. You didn't bypass the whole process. You ain't no parent. You a guardian. You a mentor or whatever. But you not no parent. And so in that case, if you are that type of person, you got to stand down. Just like it's wrong for somebody to put their mouth on a man or woman that does not have children when they don't know enough about your personal situation or where you are health wise or why you are not able to bear a child as a woman. You got to watch yourself and put in your mouth on a woman or a man that has children. How somebody run their household, how somebody raise their children. If they had a hard time, how dare you open up your mouth and judge them when you don't have one child that you gave birth to. You don't know nights that a woman or a man is crying tears because their baby is constantly crying or constantly sick. You don't know what it's like to have a sick child that you going back and forth to the hospital with. You don't know what it's like to have a child that's so out of control. They are constantly getting suspended from school. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. And so the point I'm making is that as a parent, all of your mistakes, whatever, and however that looks for you as a mother or father, if you did not make any mistakes with your children or your child, you wouldn't be in the position you're in now to tell a new parent or other parents what they should and shouldn't do. You wouldn't be in that position. You didn't earn it. What I don't like about certain people in this life we live is that they take it up on themselves to speak on something, and they take it up on themselves to pass a judgment on something that they've never experienced. People don't have to deal with the results that you do in the situation that you're currently in, but a lot of outsiders will have a lot to say. And so if you didn't make particular mistakes, whether it was in your marriage, whether it was in your friendships, whether it was in your parenting, you wouldn't be able to teach anybody anything. That is where ignorance comes in at. When you truthfully believe you can go through life and not make mistakes, you can keep playing it safe. Because sometimes when you're extremely secure in a position you're in, and you say, I'm strong spiritually. I'm prayed up. I'm fasted up. I read my Bible for 2 or 3 hours a day. I spend a lot of time with God. I'm not in no mess. That is a lot of times when God, or sometimes Satan, will show you, oh, I got a surprise for you. You ain't arrived and you not strong like you really think you are. I'm going to show you tonight that you still a man or a woman wrapped in flesh. I'm going to show you tonight that without me, it's over for you. It's over. And so what I'm saying to you is that every last one of you up here, you have made numerous mistakes. I don't know what mistakes you've made. I don't know what bad decisions you've made. But there is something that each one of you can teach or show somebody else strictly off the mistakes that you've made. Be proud of it. Start telling people, you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not tripping off the fact that you making jokes and laughing and throwing in my face mistakes that you saw me make. Because that's why I'm a better man. That's why I'm a better woman. Now, if you're not a better man or a better woman, if you constantly actively making a bunch of mistakes and you steady going backwards and down, lower and lower and lower and lower, yeah, my brother or sister, you need some major deliverance because it's another spirit governing you. But for the most part, I hope and pray that from the mistakes you all are making or have made, that it is making you a better man or a better woman. You are learning. Your mistakes help you to grow. Your mistakes help you to elevate. Your mistakes help you to evolve. Your mistakes help you to teach. Your mistakes help you to empathize and sympathize with other people because you've done some things that you may see somebody afar off trying to do. You can save them and say, sis, I already did that. And I'm going to tell you how that's going to end. My brother, don't do that. I've been there, bro. Don't do what I did, because this is going to more than likely be your result if you do this. You may not even be able to get away with the situation like I did. So why is it that some of you all question your value? Why is it that some of you all are so ashamed of your mistakes when you've been built from them? Nobody can use your mistakes against you. Nobody, not one person. You are better. You have become more intelligent. You have become more aware. You have become more sensitive about life and people and situations and things because of your mistakes. If you find somebody that says, I don't do nothing wrong, that is a dangerous person. That's a dangerous person. And they're a liar on top of that. And the Bible proves that. The Bible says any man that says he is without sin is a liar. You are a bald-faced lie. Whether you made a mistake in thoughts, in deeds, or your language, every day that we wake up is some type of mistake that's made. Sometimes being complacent and not making a certain decision is an ultimate mistake. Sometimes when we're silent in the wrong moment, when we should be speaking, that's a mistake. Sometimes speaking in the wrong situation, that's a mistake. And so you have to know, you have to be discerning. You got to know the atmosphere that you're in all situations and circumstances. But whatever the case is, every mistake that you've made has built you. You are still of value. You are still of value. And you're of value because God created you. How dare you allow what another person tells you get you to a place where you're questioning your value or your worth? You feel like you can never amount to anything simply because you made a certain mistake. They do it to men that have been institutionalized. I know numerous men personally in real life that have been in jail for a very long time. And once they get out of prison, there are certain people they come across and they will not let them live their jail sentence down. Society does it to a lot of men who have been incarcerated, or they have a felony on their record. They will tell them they are not worth getting a job, or they will initially tell the truth on the application and say that they have been convicted of a felony. Couple of weeks of them working a job, a boss or a supervisor will go in, review the application, see that they were just trying to be honest, but they find out that they were a convicted felon and they fired them. This is another way on a higher scale that society uses against someone that made a mistake. And I know some of you all would say, no, well, Kiki, it depends on the type of mistake that it was. It depends. Listen, my God said that all sins are forgiven except for blasphemy. So that's enough for me. Is it enough for you? You should be on the same page God is on. But you know what a lot of human beings do? You make up your own set of rules to live by. And you're wrong. You're wrong. And a lot of you all on Judgment Day, God is going to come at you about that. You say you love God. You say you know God. You say you rocking with God. You say God is the center of your joy. That song that y'all will sing, they used to wear that song out, they used to wear that song in the ground in the 90s. I remember in the early 90s, I was a kid going to church and they be singing, "You're the center of my joy. All that's good and perfect comes from you." And even in the choir, when we had to sing it, I used to be like, "Oh my, here we go. Can y'all come up with a new song? I don't want to sing this." But the point I'm making is that y'all will say that Jesus, he's the center of my joy. All that's good and perfect comes from you. But yet somebody will make a mistake. Girl, he a convicted felon. Don't let him work here. You need to fire him. You need to get rid of her. Y'all just will not let people live down something that they came out of. But the minute somebody get wind of some of your mistakes, then it's but you not playing fair. No, my sister, but you wasn't playing fair. Oh, that's a low blow. You trying to hurt me. No, but you tried to hurt me. Why are we even having a discussion about somebody past mistakes? It's over. You doing that would mean you ain't made no mistakes, because that's how you coming off. But any mistake that you've made, it is supposed to be making you a better man or a better woman. So tonight, what I'm saying to you all, because I don't want to drag this out, I've pretty much made my point. I want you all to know that your value does not go away simply because you made bad decisions or mistakes. Your gift is still in you. Your abilities are still in you. Your capabilities are still in you. Your anointing is still there. But your mistakes shows you that you are a human being. But once you know God and you find out who God is, God helps you to navigate through life in the midst of you having a hard time. And God is no longer holding you accountable for what you did. He's not holding you accountable. So if God himself is not holding you accountable, and if God himself wiped your slate clean, why are some of you walking around offended and worried about a human being? And I don't care who they are to you. Why are you allowing them to browbeat you and not allow you to live down a mistake that you made? Who cares about what their opinion is of you? Who cares what they think? The main person or people that keep rehashing your past and talking about some crap that's old and over with, they are the main ones that I found that had the most dirt and filth in their life. They are some of the most cutthroat people. When you really just watch them, some things you just found out on accident. Some things God reveals by the Spirit. They are the most nastiest cutthroat people. The nastiest people. I'm telling you. I say this boldly. And some of these people, I ain't never addressed them. I ain't never said nothing to them. But I could cut them up. I could get surgical with this. I could get surgical with it. But God. That's all I could say, but God. Because like I tell you all the time, it's a repeated thing. God shows you how to be humble. He shows you, he will hold and brittle your tongue. But I'm telling you all a fact. The main ones that keep talking about your past, they are the main ones that have the nastiest track record in their life. Whether it's sexually, whether it's financially, whether it's with their friendships and marriage, whether it's with their track record of jobs, whether it's with their mentality, their way of thinking. They are some of the nastiest, disrespectful, just corrupt people that you will come across. But they're great at dressing up and making it like they have arrived and they're at this perfect point and they have got to a pivot where, oh yeah, I got the right to say, oh baby, but they track record ain't nothing to play with. They think they getting away with something, or they thought they got away with something. But the Holy Spirit is no respecter of persons. See, this is what human beings, you're going to find out. The deeper you go in God, the more you're going to learn that who are you? Who the hell are you to feel like, well, I got this dirt on this person and I know this stuff about this person and I know that about her and I know that about him. But see, you don't know what God telling nobody about you. You don't know what God's showing nobody about you. You don't know what nobody can see in the spirit. And you can't control it. Just because people come around you and they smiling and they laughing and they shaking hands with you and they eating food or they going to bed with you, that don't mean that they don't really know what you capable of. That don't mean that they don't know who you are. That don't mean that they don't know the nastiness that's really in you when you don't get your way. They know about you. But they know how to maneuver and navigate around you. That's if they even come around you. Because there's some of you all, people just avoid you. Point blank, period. They avoid you. They not going to come around you. But I'm saying this to prove a point, because this is what I found with a lot of people. This is what helped me to grow more spiritually. When you sit in the presence of somebody and they just going on, because sometimes, I'm telling y'all, you just got to get to a point where you don't give a rebuttal to what somebody is trying to shoot at you. You got to just sit there and listen. And a lot of stuff, the more that they open up their mouth and talk, little by little, bit by bit, stuff about them will start to come out. But they so busy talking. They so busy trying to prove a point. They so busy trying to be the man. They so busy thinking that they that girl, they that chick. They got an audience around them. They little friends around them. They man around them. They girlfriend around them. They co-worker around them. And they thinking they all that because they got an audience. And it's a lot of people on their team agreeing with them. Whole time you be sitting there just like stuff will just come to you. And sometimes stuff will come to you so deep, you actually feel sorry for the person. You don't even want to give a response. I know I can't be the only person that have gotten to this point. Well, sometimes I be like, yep, as soon as they get done talking, I'm finna light them up. I'm literally finna light them up. But then some just will come and be like, I just see something. I ain't gonna go deep in that. But I will see something and be like, wow, this person not even worth it. Because the little bit of esteem that they got left in them, the little bit of confidence, this fake bravado, because there's bravado with a lot of people, this tough exterior that they put on as a man or as a woman, and they think they all that, I could say one simple thing to them and crush them for the rest of their life with just a plain truth of what I see. But I'm going to be silent. I'm going to be silent. And so I'm saying to you, no longer after tonight, allow anybody to make you feel bad for no mistake that you've made in your life. Don't allow it. I don't care who it is. I don't care what family member it is. I don't care what friend it is. I don't care what ex it is. I don't care who it is. You don't let no human being pump no fear in your heart. Stop letting these people have that control over you. Laugh at it. Be like, okay, so you talking about something I did, and let's talk about what you've done. But more than likely, they're not going to go there. They're going to make an excuse. They'll be like, oh, so you want to go there and talk about what I did? But see, when I did, the difference between me and you is I did that and I did that because, see, he was over there and he did this and she did that. So, see, that forced me to do. It's always going to be a level of manipulation where that person don't want to just simply be real and get naked and just be like, yeah, okay, I did that. I did it because that's just what I wanted to do at that time, or I was immature, or I was angry, or I was jealous, or I was insecure at that age and at that time. I wasn't in control of my emotions. See, they're not going to say that. It's always with certain people, it's going to be a level of manipulation. To get the spotlight off them, they're going to keep it on you. Yeah, but see, you ain't got no business to do it. And be like, but wait, didn't you do the same thing? But wait, what about when you did in 1987? My mother told me you did. Yeah, but see, your mama. No, we ain't gonna talk about my mother. She dead. Let's talk about you and what you did. I saw this in a document that you did, blah, 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 da, da, da. But you don't want to talk about that, though. People will do it. And so what I'm saying to you is that your value does not change. You all have to get more courageous and bold in navigating in life. And you have to stop allowing people to determine who you are and tell you who you are. It doesn't matter what mistakes you've made. You need to be proud and be like, okay, yeah, I did do that. I was lost at that time. I was young. I struggled with jealousy at that time. I had an anger issue at that time. I struggled with depression at that time. I was drinking at that time in my life. You know what I'm saying? See, people are not really ready to have a real conversation without a cursing and shouting match. It's always going to be, okay, I want to just argue and scream and holler and shout and try to make you feel bad, but you don't get nowhere with that. But who's really ready to stand up as a grown man or woman that you claim you are and be like, you know what? You really want to go there with me? Do you want to talk at me or you want to talk about this situation? Let's kill it now. How many people in y'all life is ready to do that? Where you could really sit back and say, okay, you really want to talk about this? Because see, every time we come to this crossroad with each other, you keep bringing that up. Let's cook the beef now. Let's cook it right now. We gonna end it. A lot of people who claim they mature and they don't operate in negativity and I don't want your energy around me. I don't want your negativity around me. I don't operate in that frequency. And I'm divine. People love to use these terms. I'm divine. Baby, and they don't be worth 2 dimes put together. But they're divine. I'm so tired of the internet terms because these people literally wake up and come up with a term and then it becomes trendy. But in real, actual life, when it's time to talk, like how we talking now, and just be real, just naked, just ugly and stanky and naked about, yup, I did da-da-da-da-da. Do you want to understand why I did it? Or you want to just beat me down and be like, yeah, you did it. Because sometimes people, they can't even handle your truth. They'll talk about it because they saw it afar off, but they don't have the details. They don't have the details. But they'll want to keep talking about certain things. They don't have enough information. Or they heard certain things, but they're not ready to sit down and be like, let's talk about this. They don't want to do that. You know why? Because people don't want to be held accountable. They don't want their skeleton to fall out the closet. But when you get to a level where you proud and be like, yeah, man, I did this, I did that. Man, what a time to be alive. I remember that. One of my friends, every time we get on the phone, we talk about dirt and stuff that we did back then. And it ain't dirt that y'all probably think. It ain't about nothing sexually immoral. It's some other stuff that went on. And we sit back and laugh and chuckle at it. Like, man, we was so dumb and just young. Just full of rage, full of anger, just doing something stupid. But people are not ready to have this conversation. Boast in your weaknesses. Boast in your mistakes. I've told you all this before. Because it's only because of the grace of God and the hand and the mantle that God places over us that keeps us intact at the level we are. Because where you feel like you're at a certain level or you've arrived, it's somebody else that got a better cap on their life than you do in a certain area. And that's real talk. That's real talk. Whatever it is, however it look, it is some people that got a better handle on certain aspects of their life than you do. I know some people, they'll have you by the balls financially. Oh yeah, if you want to play that little silly immature game, big bank take little bank, you probably would lose up against some people that I know. Oh, but when it comes to morals, they would lose. They're trash. It's a lot of trash, a lot of stankiness going on when it come to their heart, when it come to their character, when it come to what's in their spirit. They are a wicked person. Oh, but they got you by the balls financially. Oh, they got that luxury car. They keep a lover. They keep a man on their arm and in their bed. They keep a woman on their arm and in their bed, smashing them. Oh, but when it come to morals, when it come to values and standards, oh baby, they lacking. They life is a complete mess when it come to that. So like I say, anybody can go there and look at it from any point of view. And then it's just some people outright that's just delusional. They don't have neither one. But in their mind, they a legend in their own mind. They a king or a queen in their own mind. They just then woke up and made up some stuff. And so the point that I'm making is that you got to know and understand that you valuable. I told you all in that video message, you could go play it tonight, about top tier and high value. I said in that video message, you may not be valuable to me with certain things, but it doesn't mean that you're not valuable. That's just real talk. And I address myself. To some people, I may not be of value to them at all. Or in a certain area, I may not be of no value to them. And I could care less. You don't have no control over who sees value in you or not. You will be out here dizzy and depressed, worrying about trying to feel or get to a certain level where you feel like you can accomplish certain things in life and become a certain particular man or woman in order for another person's approval. Are you serious? You can't. Benedette, I was thinking about you. You was in my spirit a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, where's this lady at? And you popping up today. I'm happy to see you. 10-hour shifts. Wow. You need a vacation. You need a vacation. And so what I'm saying to you all, hold on, y'all. Hey, godson, I see you. What I'm saying to you is that, oh, okay. So Zooter, I'm about to go ahead and just block you because you getting real ignorant and you saying stupid stuff and I don't like it. Now, I tried to like remove some of your comments, but you steady coming up here saying stupid stuff, so you gotta go. Be blessed. But anyway, guys, like I was saying to you all, you cannot allow what people say about you or see you in a state where you've accepted and received what they say about you as far as your mistakes go, or how they view you as far as if you're of value or not. They don't have to, other people don't have to find you valuable. What is it changing in your life? Just anybody tell me in the chat before I get up out of here. What if somebody tells you right now you're of no value? Tell me how that's changing your life besides pissing you off. And it's an emotion and it lasts for a moment. You'll get over it. Cause worse stuff gonna be said to you in life. People gonna tell outright lies on you and call you all types of names and say you did stuff you ain't never did. It's different reasons for it. But it's not stopping nothing. One thing that I love about God, and one thing that I always find out about life, is so many things I found out. It's always a learning and experience, and it's always a teachable moment where you can always show somebody that they not stopping nothing in your life. I have literally seen play out in my own life has somebody thought they was stopping me because they said something. They thought that they was blocking or stopping something because they did a particular thing. And baby, when I tell you, they have not stopped not one thing. See, if somebody tell a lie, it circulates. It'll win some people over. People may feel like, I don't want to talk to this person no more. I don't want to go around them. It's for a moment. But in the end, Dustin, thank you for saying that. It doesn't matter. My value didn't go down. I don't care whether somebody found me valuable. I know who I am. Who cares what you think? Because, real talk, I'm not talking about the people in secret that feel a certain way about you. I'm talking about people that will actively try to make it like you ain't on nothing or you ain't about nothing. Like, who cares what they think? Because there's a whole lot of stuff I see about them and know. And this, like I said, it's the outright truth. So it's like, okay, and what? So who cares what you think? You ain't in my life. I ain't calling you and coming around you. So why do I value? I got to care about you in order to value what you say. You all care about stuff that people say and they not even in your life. So what if a particular cousin make it like you ain't nothing? Do you go around that cousin? Are you talking to them on the phone? Are they paying some of your bills? So why do you care? You don't even see them. They don't even know. Y'all got to stop thinking that just because you're related to a family member that they know you. This is one of the biggest myths that people put out and perpetuate in the world. They automatically assume that because somebody is your family member, that family member know everything about you. You can literally live with somebody and they see you every day and you talk to them every day and they still don't know you. But they will assume because they're your family member that they know everything about you. If you're not telling these people your business and they don't know your whereabouts when you're not in their presence, you can even still be in their presence. They still don't know what you got going on. But this is a mistake that a lot of family members make. They will feel like, I know everything that she doing. I know everything he doing. I know everything this person got going on. And when in reality, you really don't. You really don't. You don't know somebody if they not being vulnerable with you. You don't know somebody if they not telling you personal things. All you can say is that this is my cousin. This is my sister. This is my brother. This is my auntie. This is my uncle. This is my grandpa. This is my grandma. That's it. But when it comes to a personal, more intimate level where somebody can talk about you in details, baby, that person got to have access to you to really know. It don't matter what information they think they got on you. Your mistakes, your past, or whatever, you still don't know that person. You still don't know them. You know some things about them. But them, the essence and the epitome of who they are, you know nothing. You know nothing. I told you all also, some people only know you in a certain state you're in. They know you in that sense. So let's say you're a lazy person. They only know the lazy you. But outside of that, you could be a top-notch singer, but you ain't never sung in front of them. They don't know that about you. You can play the piano. They ain't never seen you play it. You ain't never played it in front of them. You ain't never even told them. You could speak a whole nother language, literally, a foreign language, but they don't know that because you don't think enough of them to share that with them. You hide your value. You hide your gifts. You hide your worth. You can may be able to dance and paint and draw, but people never see anything outside. In a lot of cases where these people be talking about your mistakes, like, yeah, I know her, and I heard this about her, and I know she did this, and I know he did that, and I heard this about him. His mama told me da 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 da. His father told me da 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 da. I talked to the ex-wife. I talked to the ex. I know him, but baby, you don't know nothing. Keep your mouth closed. If you ain't sat down with nobody and they have not opened up to you and shared things with you, and you have not been hanging around them where you could feel that person pain, or you know what they've come out of, or you understand and know they trauma, how dare anybody rise up and be like they know somebody based off gossip? You don't know nobody based off he said, she said. You getting secondhand information, sweetheart. You getting secondhand information, sir. You don't know her. You don't know him. And like I said, why do you care about somebody that feels like if they tell you you're not valuable? Are they valuable? To who? I would ask them, anybody that's telling y'all right now, okay, you're not valuable, you're not important, flip it around and be like, are you valuable? Are you important? They may be like, yeah. Be like, why are you valuable? Because I did. No, to somebody else you valuable. To me, you ain't nothing to me. Literally, you're nothing to me. I don't care about you. God forgive me. I didn't told people that, like, I literally don't care about you. Like, I don't want no hurt and harm to come to them. I ain't vindictive. I don't want no hurt or harm to come to them. Whatever God got for them, I want them to get, but I literally don't care about them. I don't care whether they doing good or bad. Whatever direction your life go in, that's between you and God. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care. I'm not supposed to be concerned about your life, not in that sense. But you will tell somebody this and then they'll be getting offended. But the same way that they look at you and be like, you're of no value. You did this and that. You can't come back from this. But if you sit them down and be like, okay, but you're of value to who? No, you're valuable to your husband. You're valuable to your wife. Your kids find value in you. There ain't a lot of other people out here in these streets that find value in you, ma'am or sir. You are nobody. If I take you around certain people, you're going to get clown. They going to have you in tears because they going to talk about you like a dog. You're going to be the laughing stock where I'm at. You're going to be a straight up clown. A 100% unadulterated certified clown. In your world, you're all that, or you're of value. To me and the people I rock with, you ain't nothing. You think you are. They don't care nothing about your job and your money. Like literally. But this is what people take value to. It's always something material. It's always about how they look. But they bankrupt in everything else. They bankrupt in character and heart. You can't trust them as far as you can throw them. Period. And that's just real talk. But people don't want to have these real raw conversations. But that's a real thing. They'll be quick to point at you and be like, you're not valuable. But they really not. They only valuable to the people that hang with them. But if you start testing this stuff out, some people without social media, who are they? I was talking to my best friend. We was in a very deep conversation about this. Who are some of these people outside of social media? If they took Fashion Nova away and Shein and OnlyFans, who would these people freestanding be? If some of these people lost their job where they making 70, 81, and 200K a year, who are you if that was stripped away from you? That's where y'all gonna see the separation. It's already happening. Some of these people literally go crazy without Facebook and Instagram or without an audience. But who are you, baby girl? Who are you, sir? Without you showcasing your body, without you showing how pretty you are in your hair, without you bragging about how much money you bringing in at your job, without you bragging about all the people you allegedly helping. Because there's some people that's like this. I take care of everybody. I'm giving money to my brothers, my sisters, my cousins. Everybody come to me. I paid my dues. Okay, but when you're not helping nobody, who the hell are you? When it really, really get real out here, if you got to stand before somebody and show something, who really are you when you not showboating and bragging about an accomplishment? Who are you? Some of these people, y'all think they something because of what they showing you in this material possessions. Snatch that YouTube away from them. Snatch that camera. Snatch that microphone and that suit. Rip it off. Take them lashes off. Take that wig off. Freestanding. Show us what you got. Show us your real skills. Show us your real talents. Show us spiritually where you are. Put these people in a scenario where character have to be proven. We'll see how many left standing. We'll see who left standing. If we had to live in a world where we could not go off looks and we could not go off no education, no accomplishment, who are you when you walk in the room? What do you carry? That's the real thing. Whatever that is, only y'all know that. Only you and God know that. It would take God to shut it down. It's only God. It ain't for none of us to get arrogant. But I'm saying this is a real conversation that you can have with some people and they be stuck. Be like, okay, if they get fired from their job right now, who are you? If you got to go from making 80, 90, 100K down to 40K a year, their total attitude would change. It would change. Take that luxury car from them. Let that man walk away from a particular woman. Who is she without that man? Let that woman walk away from that man. Who is he without that woman? Y'all got to pay attention. I'm always watching. Because, baby, you a bad mamma jamma if you by yourself and you out here with confidence. I know some people, they only confident and think well of themselves and think that they top tier and have value because of a certain man or woman in their life. But who are you without that man? Who are you without that woman? Can't brag on them no more because they gone. They left you. See, a lot of y'all, you get caught up in that. You only confident because of the certain friends that's around you, because some of them, they willing to fight and go toe to toe when you in the streets. But if somebody catch you out here by yourself, what you bout? What your fists looking like? What your hands looking like? See, you got a lot of mouth because you got these friends around you. But if somebody catch you by yourself, no, it probably ain't gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. Sir, ma'am, bro. Always pay attention to that with people. And this is what's going to teach you all to stay in your place. This is what's going to teach you to be more silent. An empty wagon makes a lot of noise. The loudest ones, the ones that y'all see always bragging about what they doing for everybody else, the ones that's always bringing up your past and your mistakes, and they talking about the most humiliating thing they knew. These people be having some of the nastiest lives. They life be nasty as hell. They be disgusting, treacherous, cutthroat, conniving, bankrupt spiritually. They give more acknowledging to what they feel they've done. They don't even acknowledge God. They get an attitude. You bring up God. You be like, hey, look, sis, you only got that job because God saw fit to bless you with that job. Now I did this because I did the work. I went to school. I worked my butt off to get this. Nah, baby girl, you need to humble yourself. Sir, you need to humble yourself. You ever saw a couple walk in and they nose in the air? Oh, but when they by themselves and they husband not there, the wife not there, they a different person. It's no different from somebody that's a bully. They talk a good game and they make threats when they crew around them. But then when you see them by themselves, they probably your best friend. I come across this with people full-blown grown. We just saw it. You just saw it on an interview right on YouTube with a little comedian, and one guy was cool and calm until that rapper walked in. His whole demeanor shifted. It didn't take the internet to start talking about it. It was the immediate shift. I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, this dude fake. I don't have to call out names. He's fake as hell. So he walk in, he a rapper from Chicago. He walk in the room and calling this man out his name, humiliating him, and now you going along with it. But before this dude, this Negro walked in, you was cool. You was humble. You was laughing. Them be some of the fakest people where they whole demeanor change when a particular person walk in the room. Those the people you gotta avoid. The ones that's not, they not solid. When y'all hear somebody say, yeah, I'm solid, it just means they don't melt, they don't shift, they don't change. The molecular structure of who they are doesn't change. I'ma be me all the way around, period. I don't care who like it or who don't. You can't shift like that. And that's just real talk. That's real talk. Who are these people? Because it's going to get to the point. They shut the internet down. You finna see what it is. With some people, you already see it now. They only the man, they only that girl because of a platform. But what were you operating in your gift before they gave us live and the internet? Who were you? Anybody that know you, they'll be able to confirm. Like he or she, they been doing this way before any of the glitz and glam and the camera. They doing that in 5th grade. Who are you? That's why your mistakes don't even matter. It's life. I'ma make my mistakes. You gonna make yours. Hey, Forever Mimi. Hey, Joshua. Mr. Hoodie. Hey. Point blank. Mr. Hoodie, you funny. You funny, man. But I'm telling you all, your value doesn't change. You are built from your mistakes. So after tonight, I'm about to start wrapping up. I'm pretty much done with the lesson. Don't be embarrassed and ashamed of your mistakes. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed of them. Your mistakes have made you the man or woman that you are. Let go of what somebody told another person about you. I don't care how embarrassing or humiliating it was. They don't know enough information. I don't care what story then broke out about you and what somebody told another person. They don't know all the facts. They don't know all the details. And you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. You better make sure you know who you are. Because when stuff out here getting real, life is different now. Everybody keeps saying, oh, well, it changed when COVID hit. No, baby, stuff was already going downhill before COVID. COVID just exposed more people and situations. But y'all better know who you are. You better know who you are in God. You better know. Because you're going to have to make a choice. Are you going to let your mistakes dictate who you are? Or are you going to say, that was a part of who I was? That is no longer who I am. I made those mistakes and I learned from them. Get new material. It's time for you to get some new material. That ain't even a woman I am no more. That's not the man I am now. I'm totally different. I'm in a whole different frame of mind. I was sitting back a couple of days ago. And, because I'm always thinking and in silence. And sometimes, like I tell you all, God will speak to me or he will reveal something to me. And I was just in deep thought about something. And I was thinking about certain people that at one point in my life, I absolutely adored them. I'm talking about, I was looking over the past like 15 years of my life, or like the past 20 years. More recent, maybe the last 2 or 3 years, certain people, I adored them. I don't think they even knew that at one point I did. I tried my best to show them. I would text them. I would call them. I used to always try to build that relationship, and either they rejected me or they took me as a joke. Whatever was going on at that time, it just didn't work out. But now, when I look at them, or when they cross my mind, because I don't even know where these people are, but I'll say when they cross my mind, I don't even feel nowhere remotely about them the way that I used to. And that is a very dangerous and sad place to get to, because sometimes people will feel like, okay, I had this friendship or this relationship with this person. I had this experience and this encounter with this person, and they fumbled you. But they'll do something to try to get your attention, or they'll throw information out to a particular person that they know you connected to, so that person could come back and tell you, because they want to see your reaction, but you don't give no reaction because you literally don't care. Actually, you'll be disgusted by the person and just irritated, like, man, what? Why is we even like, what? Man, next subject. You got some snacks? It switches like that with me, where I'll go into comedy mode. Like, what? Did you bring some food over? You got some food? What chips you got? You got a Pepsi in your purse or pocket? Or that man bag you carrying? That's all I want to talk about. You got some pizza? You got some hot wings? That's what I want to talk about. You gonna treat me to get my eyebrows waxed, sir? You talking about this I ain't even thinking about this. Like, I literally don't care nothing about what they got going on. Like, the feeling. And it kind of like bothered me, because sometimes you can love somebody so hard. And I'm talking about across the board. Certain family members, old co-workers, friends. And when they fumble you and do you a certain way, or they done lied on you and dogged you out, or they took you for a joke, you never feel the same about them. You never feel, they, like I said, they could shoot up to the highest level of celebrity status. You still wouldn't care. You'd be looking like, man, anyway, let me go watch these the Parkers episodes. Like, I don't care. Like, what? You just don't care. And it's amazing. That's what I love about God. He will stabilize your emotions. He straightens out your emotional state. Because some of you all, you have overloved people. You have worn out your welcome. You have overly proven your loyalty to certain friends, but you didn't get it in return because they wasn't feeling you in that season. They was not feeling you. Y'all do know that. It was a season of your life where certain people were not feeling you for whatever reason. Either they thought something about you, they heard something about you, they saw you fell off in a certain area, maybe your appearance shifted, you went up in weight or came down, whatever. It'd be stupid stuff like that. They were not feeling you. You were not with the in crowd. Or it took one person with heavy, high-level influence to say something pertaining to you, and it caused a bunch of people to dismiss you, to reject you and ostracize you. They just wasn't feeling you. And it's like they come back around and try to say something, you will be like, what? No. God bless. Like, they'd be talking. I done been in scenarios recently with somebody, I ran into them downtown here in Chicago or whatever. They'd be like, hey, Kiki, how's it going? I'd be like, wait, what? Hey, how's it going? Gotta go. And that's not to hurt them. It's like, we don't need no more conversation. You said, hey, Kiki. I said, what? Hey, I'm gone. I gotta go. It ain't, when I was giving that energy to you and that love to you or texting or what, you wasn't feeling that. Somebody got in your ear and lied to you and told you all these lies and sucked you in for you to side with them. And now you done found out the truth. So now you trying to spin the, nah, you ain't spinning the block, not over here. It's done. It's over. And I think about that because there's so many people from my old church, I adored them. So many friends, I adored them. I held them to a high level, certain cousins, family members. And baby, when I saw them come out of bed, but that's what I get for praying, that God exposed certain people. That some of that be my fault too. Because when you pray and God do it, you can't get mad about it. You can't get mad about it. So it's just like, I just be like, you'll be like disgusted, like, yeah, I can't do it. I'm done with this. I am so over it. I am so done. And it's sad. What makes me sad about it is that when you really, really showing certain people love and you adore them and look up to them and you just get so excited at their name, and when they walk in the room, they don't even know it. They don't even realize it. They don't even understand that when you were acting that way, it was 100% real and authentic. You was like a cheerleader when it came to them. You looked at them like they was at celebrity status when they was an ordinary man or woman or person. And that's a sad thing because that's happened to me with a lot of people. Because naturally, I'm a bubbly, upbeat person. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to get no revenge. I'm not that type of woman. Honestly, I'm not. Have I cussed some people out and hollered and screamed? Yeah, it didn't get like that. But like wanting to see somebody hurt, allowing them to destroy their life or their reputation, or just trying to see them with nothing, that ain't me. That ain't me. But I'm just telling you, it's a very sad thing because people never realize, and if they realize it, it'd be too late because you don't even care about it no more. You start actually, when they used to take you for a joke and laugh at you, you would be looking at them chuckling like, man, anyway, you don't even feel the same no more. That whole little zest or whatever you felt for them or whatever is completely gone. They're a regular, ordinary person to you. You don't care about rekindling nothing with them or whatever. You don't care nothing about that. And the Holy Spirit will show you when people from your past gonna try to kick up and come. You gotta show you. More recently, God has been dealing with me on that, and it's just some things I gotta start really praying about. So it's like this. Why at all times you gotta be solid. Anybody that you are graced and blessed to have an experience with, you better not fumble them, because you don't know if a sword is going to be put in that situation. You may not ever get that opportunity with them again. That's why all across the board, a lot of y'all, you got to be solid. You not no solid woman. You not no solid man. You don't even know who was in your company. You don't even know who was in your presence. You didn't know at the time that person you was laughing at and talking about was highly anointed. You didn't know they was marked by God. You didn't know that they had a certain connections to certain people and certain phone numbers, and they could get you in certain rooms. Yeah, you ain't know that. Because you listening to other people around you that they was projecting who they were on that, who they are on that person. And they got in your ear and influenced you. So it caused you to look at that person or those people as a joke, and you jumped on the bandwagon of hating them and rejecting them. You thought it was funny back in 2005. You thought it was funny back in 2013. You thought it was funny back in 2020. You thought it was funny back in 2021. You thought it was funny back in 2022. But oh, baby, the joke's on you now. It ain't funny no more. Now you seeing, oh, okay, this person is more important than what I thought. I was using their mistakes against them. I was using certain things that they did and bad decisions, and I was convinced that they wasn't nothing. But now I actually see that ain't really the spill with them. Oh, because it get like that. But this is why everybody you come across, whether you feel they valuable or not, you need to have respect for everybody. You need to respect everybody. You need to treat everybody with kindness. How dare anybody sit up here and treat somebody a certain way because you feel they don't have the money that you do, or you feel they're not at the level that you are? Who the hell are you? This is a whole human being that matters. If God created them and they walk in this earth, they are valuable. How dare you try to crap on somebody's name or their life and make it like because they not moving like you, and because they don't have what you have, or they don't do what you do, that they ain't nobody. You don't know who you gonna cross paths with. You don't know who you gonna need out here. Very person you crapping on and laughing at could be the person that got to open up their hands to give you something. They got to open up their hand to give you a crust of bread. Watch what you out here saying. Watch how you out here treating people. You got to have the mindset everybody I come across is of value. Everybody is important because they're alive just like me. So God saw worth and value in them. I don't have to know their whole story. They don't have to give me nothing. They don't have to have accomplished what I accomplished. I still need to have basic respect for this person. If I see that there is a need, I need to help this person. Not talk about them, not gossip about them, not laugh at them and go tell their business to other people to humiliate and embarrass them more. But I need to find a way to help them. That's what you need to be doing. And that's when you're going to see the solid people from the fake people. People out here be fake as hell. But who really love you, like I told y'all before, who really love you at whatever level you've been at. I knew some people, they rock with me when I was at a certain level. And then when I had some failures and made some mistakes and took some losses, they rejected me and cut me off. Like, who does that? Who does that? They'll talk about you. And family be the main one sometimes. This was real dirty with life. Your own family will dog you out to they friends, co-workers, boyfriends, girlfriends. Who the hell has this your flesh and blood and you letting your friends or your mate or whatever talk about your own flesh and blood? Do family even go to bat for their own family now? You ain't even got to be close to the person. Why? Who sits down and lets outside people dog out their family members? You siding with people in the street over your flesh and blood. That's very weird to me. I used to get into heated arguments with my father about this. God rest his soul, but me and my father did not agree on that. All my members, y'all saw the picture I put up of me and my father. I didn't share that on YouTube. I shared that for my members only. That's a private, personal photo. Y'all probably saw, but you ain't see the story behind it. And the other picture I show, only my members get this stuff. I would never publicly put this stuff out. And if I do, it ain't going to be these type of pictures. But my father, we got into a heated argument about that. Because my father felt like it don't matter what no family member do. You still need to call them and reach out to them. I'm like, no, sir. No disrespect, Pops. I can't do it. He used to scream, holler, cuss, whatever. Now, little girl, you need to do blah, blah, blah. You a woman of God. You a woman of God. And the way you talk it's not coming from the spirit. You all in your flesh. It don't matter if they said this or my father felt like it didn't matter what family did. You still need to ride with family. So I'ma always respect my father in the fact that he loved the family. It ain't matter. And he knew they made mistakes because we talked about it. They did him dirty when it came to certain stuff, but he loved them. He supported them. He had their back. It was real. I just wasn't there. I wasn't at that level. And that's where me and my father bumped heads. I mean, like, hold on, y'all. Got another little troll. Gotta remove it. But yep. Like I say, thank you, Mr. Hoodie. He talking about my graduation pic. I put up a graduation pic that me and the picture that's up there is on my graduation. And my father was standing there and that graduation was lit. I remember one of my friends on graduation, his parents bought him a Mercedes Benz. We was standing outside at McCormick Place. Everybody was walking, talking about where they was about to go. That man family bought him a Mercedes Benz. I'm like, wow. I think I cracked a joke and I'm looking at my mother and father like, where's my Mercedes at? My mother was like, look, girl, you better get out my face. Yeah, when you work and save your money, you can buy your own. So, you know what? That's the lesson, guys. That's the lesson. You are built from your mistakes and you are still valuable. I hope it resonated with you all. I hope you all receive it. I hope you all tattoo it on your heart and remind yourself of it. If you forget, you need to come back to this playback. You need to tap into the spirit of the Lord. God is really the one that shows you your value. He shows you your value. He reminds you of it. You're not going to always feel like Superman or Superwoman. It's going to be days you feel defeated. It's going to be days you cry. That's just real talk. You a human being. Don't be embarrassed about that. Don't be ashamed. If you got a day and you don't want to get out the bed, why are you embarrassed about that? You're going to have days like that. But you've got to remember, your mistakes and your bad decisions does not change your value. Your value is not changed. It can be diminished for a season. Let me make this clear before we get out of here. Your value can go down a little bit and you go through a season of dishonor. That can happen. It happened to people in the Bible. There were seasons where certain characters were dishonored, but there were seasons where God raised them back up and he restored them. So if God did it for them, who am I? Who are you? Understand it and receive it. So I'm done, guys. It's Monday. I know a lot of you all have a long work day tomorrow. I'm not going to hold you no longer. I thank everybody for coming to my live. If you have subscribed, thank you. If you have joined, thank you. My new members, thank you. I think I got 2 or 3 new members that have joined. God bless you all. Thank you so much. My members that are remaining, thank you all so much. Some of you all, you leave for whatever reason. I still love you. That's your business. But I thank all of you all for tuning in. If you shared this live or liked it, I thank you. I thank you all for your support. I do one-on-ones. If you would like a one-on-one, all I ask is that you be serious about the one-on-one. How I have my one-on-one set up, I make it very, very, very clear in the email. I had someone today try to cut up with me in a particular email. They may be on the live. I could care less. But you're not going to play with my time. I'm not about to sit on the phone. I'm not about to sit on the Zoom for free. Talking to nobody for free. I'm not doing it. Sorry, I'm not doing it. If I'm putting to the side other stuff that I'm supposed to be doing in my actual life to have a one-on-one with you, you cannot think that I'm about to sit and have a conversation with you for 1 or 2 or 3 hours or whatever, and I'm just doing it for my health. If you have an issue with that, don't email me. I'm telling you now. Do not even eat. I don't understand people. And then people want to come in emails and see, I'm going to address that now. Because y'all know I'm very transparent when it comes to this. Because I don't like people playing with my time. These little younger people, quit playing with me. I don't care whether you young, middle age, or old. You're not about to play with my time. How you have your life set up, you play with other people, go play with them. You're not going to play with me. So I'm going to let you know. Don't even email me. Don't come in my email thread talking about something. Yeah, I can go to da-da-da and do this. Well, then why didn't you go to them then? Why you emailing me? I didn't ask for you to come here. I don't even know you exist. I only know you exist because you email me. Boy, y'all trolls be real dumb. Y'all just come up here, just get a life. Y'all are so nasty and weird. Oh my God, y'all people just weird to me. Y'all weird. I really feel sorry for some of y'all. Y'all pop in on somebody live that you don't know, and y'all just be in the chat saying the dumbest stuff. Stuff y'all be saying don't even make sense. You're coming up here talking about you got a hard on. You coming up here saying this. What the hell are you talking about? Get a life. Do you have a job? Do you have kids? Do you got some dinner to cook? Go clean out your refrigerator. Are you kidding me? Oh God, it's sad. It's sad. Savannah, Savannah, she said, "Thank you, internet auntie." Yeah, I'm a big sis to some of y'all. I'm a the big cousin. I'm the auntie. I ain't no grandmama. I tell you that. Y'all can't be like, "Thanks, grandma." To some younger ones, y'all could say I'm a mama, I guess. Cause it be some little 16, 17-year olds. They come pass through. So yeah, ice. Is it ice cold cut? I feel you. You right. Mr. Hoodie said, "Mama Weasel." Y'all know y'all my weasels. But yeah, like I said, if you want the one-on-one, I just ask that you all be serious about it. I break down in the email exactly how it's set up. Either my secretary will tell you, or I'ma directly tell you. Forever me, thank you, wasting their life away. I just don't get it. And half of the people that come up here and be trolling, they not even subscribed to me. These are fly by night people that probably see my face or my name in the YouTube thread, and they just want to click on somebody live to be nosy and see what be going on. People are weird. They be watching you knowing they don't like you. It's like, huh? I wish I would get on somebody live that I don't like. I wish I would be following somebody on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram that I literally don't like. I be blocking people left and right. A couple of people, I've actually unblocked them. It was like some misunderstandings, and I went and unblocked them, whatever. But for the most part, all day I do this. Say what you want. I have fun. But like I said, guys, thank you for coming to my live. My email information is in my About tab on my channel. You scroll past, what is it? Videos, shorts, lives, community memberships, and you should see the very last tab. It says About. You click on that. My email address is there. You can email me, and like I said, just be serious if you want a one-on-one. If you don't want to do a Zoom where I'm in your face and you want a private personal phone call, you let me know that in the email. And that's it. Thank all of you all for your support again. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for tuning in. All of you all that's in the chat, let me say my highs and byes to you all. Dale Wolf, thank you. Corey, Savannah, Truth for All podcast. Thank you, my sister. She showed me love all the time. This sister come in my inbox, my DM on Instagram. She always show me love. Walter Witherspoon, I see you. Mr. Hoodie Mira. Hey, boo. Sherelle, Forever Me. I see you. I know you working real hard. Who else up here? J.E. Lou. Hey, you right, J.E. I'm not going to let them get to me, boo. I promise you I won't. Bridget, you are right. Distractions, I won't. Sherelle, weirdos, yeah. Yeah, they like that. I'm not going to let them get to me, y'all. Jaylyn, Benedette, thank you for staying up here because I know you've been working hard. Your hours at work are really long, but thank you so much for tuning in. Jaylyn, good night to you. Go get you a hot cup of tea, put on your little jammy jams, and get comfortable. Y'all know I got to play with you before I head out. Who else up here that I ain't say hi to? Inspiration Vids. Inspiration Vids. You know what? I don't know if somebody up here told you, no offense, I don't believe in zodiac signs. But if you want to know my birthday is in March. My birthday is actually March 14th. People ask me that all the time. I thought you all knew that. I don't believe in zodiac signs or none of that at all. God is totally against astrology. I don't read no zodiacs. I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe, honestly, that the season somebody was born in or the month or day that they was born, that determines who they are. I just don't. Even I have read zodiac signs, and you know, people will argue and be like, yeah, but what they be saying, it sounds so true. It be familiar to what I'm going. Yeah, because it's demonic. Demons have answers to certain things, which is why people go to psychics and they bring out tarot cards, but it's illegal spiritually. You're not, this is in the Bible. I'm not saying my opinion now. You're not supposed to illegally go into the spirit realm. You playing a dangerous game. If God did not give you an answer to something, it's because it's not for you to know. It's not for you to know. You opening up a door. Grayson, I see you. Dustin, I see all of y'all. Purple Violet, I see you. Joshua, Jennifer, God's son, I see all of you all. Nachita, I see you. And you are right. You are right. Um, a lot of y'all, Norma, I see you up here. A lot of you all, your messages are being blocked. And I didn't block them. YouTube is blocking them. So some of y'all up here cutting up clearly. I tell y'all that all the time. What is this? Yeah, let me block that person out. Um, yeah, I think that's it. I think I said hi to everybody. If it's anybody I forgot, no love lost. It's not purpose on purpose. I'm just trying to say my goodbyes. I just want to acknowledge all of you all that's up here. That's all. That's all. So guys, that's it. Barry Baker, if you still up here, I see you. Candy Martin, I don't know what your question was, because I see question marks. I don't know what question you asked me. I apologize. You would have to, before I stop the stream, you would have to type it again. Jewel Connell, I see you. I got my guy up here. He's the comic on my Instagram, but I always mess up his name. It's GDAUTERIVE. I love his stuff. I like it, but he gets so many likes, he probably don't even see mine. Mine's probably get lost in the sauce. But who else is up here? Yeah, I think I said hi to all of you all for the most part. Walk in Christ, I see you up here. It's a lot of y'all up here. It really is a lot. I can't like keep up. Natasha, I see you. Gregory Roberts, I see you. I see all of y'all up here. But yes, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Randy, you up here? Star, I see you. I see you. I see you. Shalise, hey, boo. I see you. Valencia, hey. G, we gonna have to, what else can I call you? Of course I like your stuff. But like I said, you get so many likes, you probably don't see when I like your stuff. You probably don't even see me because you have like over 1,000 likes. So mine's get lost somewhere up in there. So yeah. Valencia, I love this hand emoji that you put up here. It's a big pink hand. I love that. That's hilarious. Gito. Okay. Gito, okay, that's what I'm gonna call you when I see you come up here on live. So yes, guys, like I said, I want you all to have a blessed work week. I want you all to remain calm in a stressful, overwhelming situation. You all tell me to be safe all the time. I'm like more than safe. It's cameras all around me. A lot of times when I talk to y'all, I be on my block where I live. It's riddled with police over here. It's not the hood. I'm just letting y'all know. Audio visual cameras everywhere. I'm talking about the cameras. Everybody pretty much got Ring cameras, but it's people that have like them cameras motion where it move and it's audio. They hear what's being said. They hear the sound. You move and they got them on the side of their house, in the front, in the back. They could see the alley license plate. They know what's going on. Like it ain't what y'all thinking out here. Baby, I know where I be at. I ain't no fool. I'm not no fool. So yeah, y'all, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. Mr. Hoodie, absolutely. But y'all have a good work week. Today, before you go to bed, I want you all to remind yourself of your value. I understand that some of you, I gotta say this. I understand that some of you all are probably in very abusive relationships. A lot of you all are in abusive marriages where you're being verbally and emotionally abused, or you all are in very unique situations, and someone may be really down talking you and calling you out of your name and making you think you are nobody. But you need to really find yourself again and remind yourself of your value. And I say that to you in love. Queen Esther, I love you more, sweetheart. Annie V, thank you for tuning in. Remember that. Also remind yourself what mistakes you all have made. I don't care what mistakes any of you all have made, how embarrassing they are, how big they are, how small they are. I don't care who heard about them or you scared that some might get out that you did. Whatever it is, you need to be proud about it. The mistakes that you have made, what you have come out of, bad decisions that you have made, use that as power. Turn your pain into power. Turn your mistakes, capitalize off of it. Be proud of it. Become a better woman because of your mistakes. Become a better man because of your mistakes. You don't hide and tuck your tail between your legs because of your mistakes. Become better. Be more aware. Be more alert. Your mistakes have helped you to become more intelligent. Sometimes we'll do something dumb because we didn't have knowledge of like why we shouldn't do it. So you did it and somebody be like, okay, so now you done bumped your head. This is why you can't do that. You got a very bad result. You made a bad decision. You made a wrong turn somewhere, but you learn from it. Just become better. Utilize it as power. Some people capitalize off of it in whatever way. Capitalizing off your situation, that ain't bad. It's your story. It's your testimony. It's your journey. What do you mean? There are inspirational speakers that capitalize off a mistake they made. Whether they were a former drug addict or gangbanger or thief, whatever, they capitalize off of it. And they travel all around the world preaching and teaching. You better tap in. Tap in. Somebody please hashtag that before I get up out of here. Hashtag tap in. I'm trying to tell you. So, like I said, you guys better remember that. Remember who you are. It don't matter what nobody's saying. Because when they saying that that you not valuable, they may not be valuable. You probably more than likely don't find them valuable. Or when they go around certain, they only valuable to the people they around. But you could take them around people you know, and they'll look at them and they don't see value in them. So it's all like a hamster wheel, and it keep rolling and rolling and rolling. It just depends on who the wheel get in front of. Thank you all. Yes, tap in. Y'all need to tap in. Please tap in. And I'm not even saying that just for popularity purposes. I'm saying y'all really need to tap into the spirit of the Lord. God will tell you who you are. God calls you by how he sees you. He don't call you by your mistakes. He ain't finna come at you like that. Humans do that. Humans humiliate you. Humans shame you. Now, it's a time God will chastise you, and God will come at you about your wrongdoings. He gonna make it known like, okay, son, you doing blah, blah, blah. Daughter, you did da, 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 da. He'll let you know. But y'all better be better. You got the opportunity. It's still blood running through your veins. You are still alive. Your life not over. You could come back from anything. If you still breathing, you are capable. God gave you another shot. How you gonna use the rest of this time? You don't know how much time you got. You better utilize it. You better tap in. You don't have time to monitor nobody. You don't have time to be jealous. You don't have time to be trying to plot, plan, and scheme and set nobody up. You don't have this type of time. You got to live your life. You got to turn your pain into power. You got to find out who you are And then you got to share with the world what your gifts, talents, and skills are. Did y'all know that that's a sin, to sit on gifts that God gave you and you don't utilize them? That's biblical. The Bible talks about a servant not being useful. All the time that you're given, what are you doing with your time? That's why I don't understand haters. I don't understand that. You coming up here trolling me and you want to make a nasty comment. What the hell are you doing with your time? You ain't had nothing else better to do but zoom in on somebody that you hating on and that you trying to distract, or because you want a little bit of clout for 10 seconds. You ain't got this type of time. If you got a gift, utilize it. Utilize your gift, whatever it is. It ain't about you being on TV or being on a microphone. Y'all always think that a gift means you got to be at celebrity status. If you know how to cook, you need to be out here cooking. If you have a heart for the homeless, you need to be out here feeding the homeless. It ain't all about you being on the stage and being seen. You know somebody that's sick and shut in, go to their house, serve them. Serve them. Call up that person that's sick and say, do you need me to bring you any medication? How are you feeling? I could cook you a couple of meals for the week and drop them off to you. Do you need a couple of dollars? I was talking to my stepsister on the phone last week, and you know what she did? It was the sweetest thing. She said, sis, what is an immediate need that you need right now? It blew me away. We was cackling and hee and talking about something else. She came right at her and was like, sis, what do you need? I was like, huh? She was like, what is an immediate need that you need right now? Is there anything that I could do for you physically? Do you need assistance with something? Financially? Is it anything emotionally that you need me to tend to? How is your emotional and mental state? Do I need to pay you a visit? Would you like to come to my house and we hang out and eat some breakfast? I mean, like, people that love you, they're going to be in tune to you. You don't have time to hate on nobody. You don't have time to be following nobody's life and upset. Like, I just don't understand it. It's demonic. And if you at that place, you need deliverance. I'm gonna keep telling y'all that. You don't have time to hate. But unfortunately, it's going to be people that stay in that. They're going to stay in that state. Maria, hey, how are you? So, I'm just letting y'all know. You go spread light and love. You never know who needs help. You never know. You never know. I'm sorry, y'all. I got distracted by this man walking. He going into this store, and he looked like, who did he look like? I want to turn the camera so bad to show y'all, but I do not want him to see that I got the camera on him. What's that guy name? Not Omarion. He don't really look like Omarion, but his hair is like Omarion, and he got it like all back in a ponytail. But he looked like a celebrity. I just don't know who. It just threw me off, like seeing him walk up. But yeah, Valencia, I know y'all laughing at me. Y'all know I'm silly. I need sleep, y'all. I've been up. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, and I got my day started. I'm like, oh man, I'm a crash. By the time I get back home, I know I'm a crash. I know. Mr. Hoodie, you said Chris Jasper? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Y'all know I don't watch TV. What I've been watching? I was watching the Parkers episodes today. That's what I was watching. I had totally forgot on the Parkers that Professor Ogilvy, he got intimate with Monique. I'm sorry, y'all. This is way off. This is just way off what I'm saying. But I'm sorry. I'm like, he actually got drunk and did something with her. That lady is obsessed with this man. Man, and I was cackling away before I left out the house. I'm just like, yeah, it's time for me to go. Oh, from the Isley Brothers. Okay, Mr. Hoodie, I got you. Yeah, Chris Jasper, I'm like, yeah, I don't know who that is. That ain't from my time. But yeah, y'all. Let me get out of here because, like I said, I know y'all got to go to work tomorrow. Y'all got stuff to do, and so do I. But y'all can come and tune in. I will be going live soon again. I have so many video messages for you all. And like I said, welcome to all my new members. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for your prayers. You all already know what to do. If you want to continue the conversation, if you all have something to ask me, you always can email it. You all don't have to just be dependent upon the live. When I end the live stream, you all can continue to chat, or like I said, if you want to email me, you can email me. If you want to send me a DM on my Instagram, my Instagram is the same tag as my YouTube name. Same exact tab. Deshawn, my birthday is in March. So my birthday has already passed. You are welcome, Valencia. Savannah Mobley, you said you binge listened to like 8 of my videos. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. Thank you guys. Certain people, Savannah, they get pissed off at my videos, baby. They be unsubscribing, and I just laugh. I don't say nothing because I'm gonna stay true to who I am. I don't want no fake people follow me. To be honest, unsubscribe. When I say something that's offensive or it's boring and you don't like, baby, unsubscribe, please. I beg you. I don't want nobody fake. I don't want nobody watching me seeing inside of nothing, and you really don't rock with me like that. Period. I am not offended at all. You actually doing me a favor. Maria, you right. They hate that. They don't like it. I make it uncomfortable here. It's always gonna be a certain level of discomfort here because I expose the devil. It's not even about the people. They tried though. Some people tried. A lot of these people be talking about, oh, somebody got a religious spirit. Shut up. Anytime you say anything about God, people will call you religious. You say, oh, that person got a religious spirit. Having a religious spirit means you're trying to replace God. You're trying to actually take God out the picture and you trying to do stuff your way. And you're condemning and judging people because of what they're doing. That's a religious spirit. But if somebody coming with correction or they're coming to bring awareness to sin because they're uncovering what the enemy is doing within people, then that's a different conversation. I'm going to go live and talk to y'all about being a man or a woman, or resolutions and solutions, like I told y'all in a post that I put up the other day. And that's all me. It took me a minute to type that because I was typing fast. But I be trying to go back and check grammar and all that. And I don't be feeling like doing all that. But I try. Y'all got the point. You don't see something in somebody and you just be like, yeah, the Holy Spirit showed me. Did you pray? What's your solution, my brother? What's your resolution, my sister? I am a woman with resolutions and solutions. I'm a come to give you information on how you can possibly fix your issue or your problem. And it's all under the umbrella of God. I'm not God. I'm not God. I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. But if God drops something in my spirit and I could give it to somebody, then so be it. But we got to stop jaw jabbing. Everybody trying to speak out and say this and say that. Just because you got on the dress and your makeup done and you got a microphone and you got on the suit don't mean that you are the highest level of knowledge. You still can make some mistakes. You, whatever, anything you do talking about God or you telling people about God, they talking about this religious. Baby, whatever. Whatever. So it's like whatever. But thank you so much, Mimi. Night Sky, thank you guys. Praise God. It's all about God. But y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. I love you all. Have a great day at work. Stay safe. Stay prayed up. And just remember, your mistakes built you. You are a better man and woman because of your mistakes, and your value has not changed because of your mistakes or your bad decisions. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Hugs and many kisses. God bless.